Salve Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus One. I'm Lieutenant Commander Turek of the frigate HMS Inelocutable, and I've been practicing that name just a little bit, so we're going to get that pronunciation down a little bit. And last time, we actually managed to press out into the neutral zone. We are now bordering Lyran space. We have fought our first Lyrans, and now we're going to go about, well, securing the area around here, because I'm not 100% sure I should immediately jump into attacking a space... Oh, who cares? Jump onto the space station, and we get a surprise reversed or an ambushee. Let's go with the surprise reversed. Because I think we can pull that one off. Ambushee might be a little bit difficult. I have high confidence we could get away from being ambushed. Oh, that is just beautiful. Thank you so very much for the improved backgrounds. They're gorgeous, as you can see. Surprise reverse, we have a decent chance of being able to pull off. We'll just dive right on top of the enemy and hopefully annihilate them with all of our weapon systems. We are currently saving up for a Ranger cruiser, although there has been a little bit of talk about some people wanting to see Lord Bishop instead. The Hellbore-only armed cruiser. It does have 3 fighters, but it's not its main goal. But I'm really kind of leaning towards going for the Ranger still. One, the Ranger is closer to us. It's only 1,400 as opposed to like 2,000, so a little bit cheaper on that end. And also because it's sort of more... It's a more typical Hydran ship. It's heavy on the fighters. So I kind of like that aspect of it. But I haven't made a 100% decision on that yet. We will still continue to consider it, and we'll come up with something soon. So we are... Is that Hellbore still charging? I need to know... Yes, it is. Okay. So we are currently pushing the engine as much as we can, up to a maximum speed of 31, as we'll dive on top of these people. You are Romulans. Uh-oh. FLRG is phasers only. You are a whole bunch of snipe frigates. You are a K5, and you are also a K5. You're both K5Rs. So these two ships are the most dangerous ships currently on the field at the moment, because they have, well, twin plasma F torpedoes. The snipes will have a single plasma torpedo. The snipe plus might have more than that. We'll find out relatively shortly. And the FLG will have nothing but phasers. We hit him with everything we had, and we only did light damage. This is gonna get ugly. In fact, I am really kicking myself that not that one, not that one, not that one. I need the suicide shuttle. There we go. That's 25 damage worth of shuttle, so I would like to have it so I can kill people in relatively short order. We've got to kill this ship, this K5R, and the other K5R. If we can manage that, then we can win. If we can't, problems will arise. I may have gotten a little bit too bold with deciding to try and take on this surprise reversed. It's unfortunate to say that, but I think that might be true. All weapons charged. 38 damage. Oh, we are just not dealing as much damage as we need to be. If we had knocked out all of his plasma torpedoes, I would have given him a shot with that one, but oh boy, this is going to get tight. Again, he is armed only with a couple of phasers. He's ignorable. He's the last person I'm going to deal with because he's not dangerous. Sorry, but you're not, dude. Don't get angry about it. Just get swole. So we're going to wait until all of our phasers are ready for one last pass. I'm going to high energy turn this one because we need to keep the time relatively quick, and I need to be on target now. Okay, we are on target. Lined up for pass. Phasers only. Going to see if that'll do just enough because I want to save the Hellbore for the other one. Got him. Okay, next target. We were caught in the explosion, which did do a little bit of negative feedback damage to us. Lovely. The explosive shuttle has been prepared, and we're going to use it because it's gonna need to deal a pretty decent amount of damage. Shuttle Bay, come to the explosive shuttle. Now, the one thing that we do have to worry about, of course, being that their point defense system will actually operate and attempt to defend themselves from the explosive shuttle, so I'm gonna need to hit them relatively hard and fast to make sure that those phasers are not online by the time this explosive shuttle shows up. Yeah, a pretty critical thing. So we're going to slow down a little bit more. All weapons are ready. All weapons select and fire from point blank range. It's another 53 points of damage. Knocked out another phaser and the shuttle bay, but we haven't killed it. Now let's see what happens when... Yep, I kind of figured that would happen. I had a feeling. Am I in range? Yeah, you've got a plasma G. You've got a plasma G as well. Probably plasma F, actually. So it is just these 4 ships. Yes, it does appear to be so. Okay, we need to be ready to come around and nail them, although I think they'll start up from him first, then him, although it might be this guy first. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since we've gone through one of these where they get to start up completely. I'm really kind of sad that that suicide shuttle didn't actually manage to get him, because it's such a fun little shuttle, and unfortunately it did nothing. So get within range once again. Got to get to a range of 0 to make sure we do the maximum amount of damage, and another 37. And just like the last one, he keeps his Plasma F torpedo. He's going to be turning on at any moment. That's going to be ugly as a lot. We do have a 90% chance of a high energy turn. I am not going to risk the survival of this ship on that, because if we break down, we're totally screwed. Yeah, just absolute metric tons of screwed. So I'd like to start shooting a snipe relatively soon, but I think they're going to be activating very soon. Oh, this could get ugly. This could get very ugly. We're going to try and use phasers only again this time. If we do a good job, he might die, and then we can save the Hellbore for the last target. Get within a range of 0 once again, and we're there. Got him. Alright, on to the snipe. So this is the first snipe in line. This is the second snipe in line, as you might imagine. The snipe P, I believe, will have an F-type plasma torpedo, but the plus has a G. This gives him a little bit longer range, but no additional firepower. So the snipe, the plasma torpedo G does the exact same amount of damage. It just is more cohesive further out, so it'll actually last. They do have their plasma torpedoes ready to go, which is a bit unfortunate, but with any luck, we'll be able to crush something. That's the plan anyway. We're going to get back down to a range of 0 and nail him with everything we've got. The phasers are ready to rock, so range of 0 is up.
Taking hull damage.
You missed the Hellbore. And now we're in front of this guy. If he turns on, he'll fire that plasma torpedo right into our stern. That would be ugly. And a ship just came active, and it was you. You also have a G-type plasma torpedo. Interesting. So, no, they're both G-type plasma torpedoes. I have got to hopefully kill this guy before anything else happens. But I also can't afford not to get definitely on the move, because the plasma torpedo he's about to throw at me is gonna hurt. And I also have half a turn, well, less than half a turn before my phasers are recharged to get to shoot again. We're right on his stern. The phasers are ready to go. Got him. Okay. Full power, full power. Get going. Distance of 10. That plasma torpedo will actually hurt me within that distance. So hopefully, no, this is just gonna hurt. Oh, brace for impact, everybody. And our ship collapsed. That's a problem. That's a problem for a couple of reasons, but the big one is as long as he's in my stern, he'll just continue to blink me with phasers, and that'll hurt a lot. He only has 2 phasers, luckily, so I am going to pull up mostly into a parking orbit around this guy. Hi! I'm just going to sit here and phaserize your butt until you die, hopefully. Maybe I'll actually kill you in one pass. I doubt it, but hey, we got to give it a shot, and we've knocked a couple of systems down, but we haven't killed him. I have a little while before you can actually do anything to me. He had to slow down in order to charge that plasma torpedo. He's only got a pair of phaser 2s, which is quite nice, because that means he hopefully won't hurt us too badly. Let's reinforce this shield. And I'm really hoping that I can kill you basically in the next pass. Hi, go away please. Don't come here. You're not welcome. Back off. I'll drop a mine. Do you want to see me drop a mine? Apparently he does. I'm just waiting for all my phasers to charge, because you need big crunch damage to kill people.
Hull damage.
We've taken hull damage on him, which is nice, but I'm a little bit worried about the amount of time it's going to take before he has his systems back, mainly that plasma torpedo. Oh, he's not charging it. Interesting. Okay. I can work with that. So I'm just going to sit here. Honestly, we're just going to stay right on here. I'm going to reinforce these 3 shields, because I anticipate incoming fire. Yeah, it's not an efficient use of the shield, but if I can kill this guy before he can do anything, then we'll be fine. Mostly. Maybe. I think we got a chance. Surprise reverse doesn't normally go this way. Normally... Okay, we got him. We're done. Time to fight. Arius Corvus versus the Inelecutable do battle. He does not appear to be actually charging his systems, which is lovely. Yeah, we got pretty close to him. I'm tempted to send a probe, but I'm not going to, because I think I can get the angle around to get right behind him. We'll be able to just hang with him, and we'll know exactly how well charged his plasma torpedoes are, and hopefully not much. By hopefully not much, I mean none at all. Let's find out. Getting right on top of you, and according to my sensor data, which will not lie from this range, you are not charging that plasma torpedo at all. Fire! Let's start playing games. So we actually have a pretty considerable advantage, mainly because the AI is being a little bit stupid and not crawling like this ship needs to do. Snipes are not particularly good. They are quite slow and not particularly maneuverable. I mean, decently so, as you can see. But the main thing is they've only got a single plasma torpedo. There is actually a mission type where you have to fight like 8 snipes in a single heavy cruiser. It's a Gorn mission. It's quite a lot of fun, actually. Alright, dealing 9 more damage straight on through because the Hellbore does not care which facing you're giving me. It'll always go after the weakest side. And I'm going to hopefully be able to cut the dirt on this one because 10 damage is... No, we're going to take it. But he took it as well, so I'm going to count that as a bonus. So we're basically just going to hang right on top of him. He really... Well, he could actually cut through my forward shield. That's a possibility. Okay. So he's tractor beamed us, which holds us in place, prevents us from using our electronic countermeasure, and keeps us from launching a Wild Weasel shuttle. But he doesn't have... I don't know what that was all about, but he doesn't have his plasma torpedo ready to go, so free shots in the back, I guess. He's down to speed of 6. His plasma torpedo is stunned and offline. He no longer has his own shuttle base, so he can't use that. Now would be a good time to have a suicide shuttle. Unfortunately, we already spent it. Probably gonna have to go back home shortly. Frigates like these, not really designed for expeditionary work. They're more designed for staying at home and guarding things. So being aggressive like this, not really in their job description. Oh, we killed him with a Hellbore. The perfect way to end a target with your primary heavy weapon. So that'll be 300 prestige. Not too terrible. We did take a little bit of armor damage, and we are out of shuttles, which is a bit unfortunate. However, if we don't run into any more Romulans, which are literally on the wrong side of the galaxy at the moment, we should be fine. Empire defense is down to 5. It makes me want to stay out here. Asteroid base assault. We'll take the Enigma. The Enigma mission will pit us against a single enemy ship, more or less, generally. And let's see if we get lucky or not. Oh, we are lucky. So in the Enigma, there is a random ship that spawns sort of in the middle of the map. It's not quite in the middle, but that's the idea. And we will spawn here, and from this spawn location, I know that the enemy is going to spawn over here. Now, the happy fun time about this mission is the fact that the AI is going to see this ship first and consider it the most important thing in the universe, and will therefore charge completely towards it and fire every single one of its heavy weapons into it, which gives us basically a free turn to kill it. So this frigate is going to waste all of his firepower trying to kill this frigate, and we don't need to bother because we know that the universe is going to smite this frigate with its GM godlike powers. In the meantime, we're going to rush in close to this frigate itself. We're going to beam people over and steal these dilithium crystals. And we will be able to get there and pass on through and hit this guy before he knows what's going on. That's the plan. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to reinforce the forward shield just so we've got a little bit of preparation for that moving forward. Just the forward shield, though, because that's all we're going to need. And if he's got fighters, they'll go after this thing. If he's got pseudo-frigates, they'll go after this thing. If he's got heavy plasma torpedoes, which I don't think he does, they'll go after this thing, which basically gives us a free round of, well, victory and winning. It's awesome. This is one of the safest mission types you can take. Simply because you can do this relatively easily. As you can see, it's got nothing on it. It's completely helpless. Is there multiple dilithium crystals? Give me all... Wait, what? No, no. Did we beam the dilithium crystals back? I get the feeling that's what we did. I've never done that before. Oh, jeez. That's an FLRG, and he's in cloak, so I can't shoot him anyway. I've never done that before, where I've beamed in multiple dilithium crystals, or beamed it back, as the case may be. Apparently, we blew something up. Transporter's not ready. Come on, transporters, come back. Marine's green. He's decloaked. He's preparing to fire. Transporter's not ready. It's time to go after him. I don't care anymore. He turned on. Wow, this is a very odd set of circumstances. I've never seen the ship do that before. That's fascinating. So we're going to go after this LR0 because I'm more concerned about him than I am about the LR2, which is mostly disabled. Although he's activated his defensive systems, which is fascinating. I've never seen them do that. I think I've mentioned that about twice. So he's got a single F-type plasma torpedo, which with any luck he will focus and fire on the LR2. There it goes. And he's going to cloak, so fire the Hellbore. Oh, we hit him. We hit him, we hit him, we hit him. Lovely. Okay, so now that he's in cloak, which is very unfortunate, we're going to slow down and just sit on top of him, basically. We're going to prep a tractor beam, activate it and holding, turn off the tractor beam, and on the tractor beam, because for some reason, the first time you hit the F1 key in order to go into above you, it resets the tractor beam. We're not sure why. We're working on coming up with an interesting solution. And let's prepare to bombard the enemy. Hi, there's your mine. Hey, we've got you. And unfortunately, our systems are not ready to do anything about that, but hey, we've got you. Send another bomb. Oh, my transporters. I only have one. Fire all the phasers. Yay, a little bit of damage. Bit by bit, we'll crush him. Actually, I could slow down even more if I wanted, which I kind of do. So as long as he's cloaked, he's not going to do anything to us. And as long as we're holding on to him, we can shoot him. This is a lovely little balance. And also we're getting closer to this target, which will explode eventually. The universe will come down and just smite it for us. We don't have to actually do anything about it. It's quite nice. Makes things nice and handy. As long as we maintain a transporter lock, or a tractor lock on him, we can fire all seeking weapons at him that we want. Yeah, do that all you want. It's not going to help you. Because the Hellbore will go after your weakest system and open up your shields. And that'll open up your shields on the other side. I think he just activated another high energy turn. Not the most brilliant captain this, because the obvious solution is to go to his own tractor beam systems and activate a repel tractor beam, which will counteract the pull that we're doing. And as you can see, the universe destroyed him. I don't think we got the dilithium, which is a bit unfortunate, because that would have been fun and or cool, but I will take the amount of cash that we're going to get for this mission anyway. Also, any sort of mission that we can do to sort of prod this tile in order to come over to us is most certainly welcome. He's coming towards us, which means we've got to burn through another shield. He's being efficient about this, but since he's not actually charging the anti-plasma torpedo, he's not going to accomplish anything. So we're just going to sit here at maximum speed of time and wait for all the systems to recharge. And if he wants to hang like that, he absolutely can. Light damage has been dealt. Forward shields are down. He's coming out of cloak, and he's knocked down my forward shield, you jerk. Oh, he's actually starting to try and fight. And then he went back into cloak. Not your most brilliant strategy, dude. I mean, yeah, I've got to keep my forward shield away from you now, but I'm going to kill you. You haven't stopped that. You've just stretched it out a bit more. So he no longer has his plasma torpedo. He still has a single Gatling phaser, which is, as you can see, very, very efficient. Repair bay, quickly fix that. That way, by the time that it resets in the next mission, it should be fixed, because it generally auto-fixes everything like that, as long as it's queued up in the repair queue. So, 342 plus 90, so we did get the dilithium crystals and the tiles neutral, and we're going to pop back over here. Hey, we have enough for our ranger, because we are... Nope, we're still the same rank. Ambushi, if we win this one, this tile will go neutral. I'm going to try it. Absolutely. Empire Defensive 5? Heck yeah. What do we got? We got a freighter and an OLR. The OLR is dangerous. The freighter, unless it's a fighter carrier, less so. It's an SLV, so it's a fighter carrier. Okay. Apparently our phaser did not repair. So let's see what we can do. We can, like, the only job here that we have to accomplish is to escape. If we fight our way out of it, it's worth 500 prestige. So this is a mission where you can earn a lot on, and I'd like to. So we're going to turn around. We're going to engage this frigate immediately. And in fact, I'm going to come over here to my probe, because we're going to go try hard on this. I'm going to set full attack probe. The attack probe is not, well, it's like sort of a mini suicide mine shuttle. It does a little bit of extra damage. It's not accurate at all. You can only shoot it from point blank range, but we're going to get to point blank range anyway. So yeah, not the most amazing thing ever. Probably should have waited until after I had probed him, but we're going to find out exactly what he's packing soon. He's a disruptor carrier. Okay, that works for me. If we can kill him and hurt him before the SLV shows up, we should be able to handle things. If the SLV is a light fighter carrier, we might be able to handle all the fighters that he can muster, and that would work out quite nicely. He did cloak. Great, of course. Come over here, prep this, and I'm gonna... Oh, he's coming out of cloak. Wonderful. All weapons select. Get ready to nail him from point blank range. It is the broadsword. Hi, I've got you. You're mine. So I've already punched through his shields and done a pretty decent amount of damage. I'm going to start killing my speed because I don't really need it as much. Presenting another side of the shield, and he broke our tractor lock, to be expected. But we've already dealt a pretty decent amount of damage. 13, we're through his armor. We're dealing damage to his ship systems. We're just going to hang with him for a little while. He's down to a speed of 8. The moment we can get the rest of our phasers recharged, we can deal... Oh, wow, you actually got through that. Okay, so you've knocked down a shield, and the shield went back up, and then you knocked down a different shield. This is an interesting setup. Fire everything. Hey, we've opened you up. Slow down a bit more, get the rest of the phasers involved. I've got one more phaser to get involved, come on. Get involved with the phaser. I don't think I'm going to. How unfortunate. Well, we may as well slow down and let it charge up with the rest of them. What other things could I do? Oh, yeah! Haha, the attack probe hit. Lovely. Oh, you are armed with disruptors as well, so you're just making my life painful, aren't you? I've knocked out his aft shields, which could be helpful. Hopefully, I will be able to fire a full phaser salvo.
Internals.
Got a lot of internal damage going on here. Come on, just a little bit more. And the Hellbore, please. There we go. Now we're dishing out the pain. So he still has his disruptors. Very unfortunate. You have twin disruptors and a pair of phasers. Hopefully those are only phaser 3s. No, they're at least phaser 2s. Probably phaser 1s. But one more phaser shot will kill you. And then hopefully I can take advantage of my maneuverability, I guess. It's going to be tight. He does have a phaser ready, and I assume he's going to get shot right on in. Hopefully he won't damage too many systems. I really can't afford to kill him like this.
High energy turn.
So I'm going to high energy turn, get all weapons on target, and that should do him in. High. Okay, so we got him. Now we're under the SLV. The SLV has 2 phaser 1s and 2 disruptors. The disruptors are a bit of a pain, but we can deal with it. Hellbores are charging up, and I should be able to use mines if I've got any left. Defense or attack? Attack. I have no mines left, which is unfortunate. We don't want him overrunning us because he has nasty weapons, and I hit the mine button and then remembered I just said I didn't have mines. But I have an opportunity to neutralize this tile and get a ton of prestige doing it, so I'd like to. Let's pick up the speed a bit more. How much energy do I currently have available? 5.2. I'm going to increase speed a little bit more. Pop over here. Give myself a point of electronic countermeasure. That will make me a little bit harder to hit. Repairers. Do I need anything? A slight denting on one of my phaser 2s, but I'll deal with it for now. His disruptors are hurtful, but not absurdly so. So I'm more worried about getting guns on target than I am about his point-blank range combat effectiveness. He will have a pair of phaser 1s ready to go. Alright, we got a nice hit, 16 damage, already blew through and dented one of his phasers. Nice. So Babylon is our target. He has a better forward shield than us at the moment, although part of that has to do with the fact that our left side shields were knocked out from combat. If I can stay behind you, I can be efficient, and I really want to stay behind you to be efficient. That way you can't hurt me. I'd like to send Marines over to knock out this phaser 1 mount. Because if I can do that and just hang in behind him. So, Marines, that's your target. And phasers are almost ready for a full strike. Pick up the pace a little bit more. We're fine. And that's the range for normal phasers, but we need to be a little bit... Oh, good on you. That's smart. I mean, obviously. Ow! We ran into that. Please tell me the Hellbore's still intact. It is. Okay, good. So the Hellbore's intact. We did lose a phaser, so we're going to patch that. We took some damage internally. Interesting choice. Oh, yeah, disruptors. You're about to get your disruptors on target. Beef up that repel beam. Okay, we didn't need it. Shut it off. All phasers for the follow-up. If we can get some shots in the back there. There we go. If I can get my Marine teams over there to knock out that phaser 1 mount, I'll have a nice little advantage. Got it. Okay. So it's taken out one of them. I'm not sure if that's all of them. But that mount is the only thing covering his rear. Another good mine. So I'm slowing him down though, so now he's not going to be... He won't be able to pull away from that mine before I can get away from it. So that'll work out quite nicely. It looks like both of his disruptors are not charged. Which, that's weird. Huh. A little bit confused by that, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouse. Gift horse in the mouse. I think that's not a thing. Let's come around and we're going to nail him from behind with the phasers again because we've almost got him taken care of. We know his disruptors are offline, which is very cool. And his phaser we've been nuking with Marines. So just get right behind him and phasers on through. So we did take out his defensive system entirely now. All right, Marines, stop it. Just, no. We're done with you for now. So our Gatling phasers did a pretty decent number on him. We've disabled most of his ship systems, I think. The hydrogen HUD can be a little bit difficult to read what's destroyed. I think we lost his transporter and his shuttle bay. And we've also knocked out at least one of those phasers. He's probably repairing the other one. As long as it's offline, then he can't guard his back. Although we're not behind him anymore, which is a bit unfortunate. Gatling phaser, however, should be able to knife through his shields and we'll be able to deal a pretty decent amount of damage. Even if we can't get the perfect turn. Can I get the perfect turn? 99.6. I will... 100%.
High energy turn.
I wanted to make sure. Because I don't want to damage the ship too badly. We'll get the bow back around. High. Unfortunately, the forward shield dropped, but hey, we killed him. That'll be an ambushing mission successfully beaten while destroying all of the enemy, which means a huge payday. Unless you capture one of the ships, in which case it then penalizes you by 500 points. But we made 550 points. Oh, it's lovely. The tile is neutral. We're at 2,424. We are in good cash range. Next time we get home, we're going to have to check that out. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I list one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.